it's me again. Today Brandon is working and he's going to be working the evening shift for like the next like 6 days or something like that. So I probably won't see him for almost a whole week, and it's sad and depressing, and I haven't done too much today. I am washing laundry. Yep. My blankets. I got my blankets in the washer and the dryer right now. I wanted to have them nice and fresh and clean before I go to bed tonight. My niece and her friend are outside in the yard playing with the dog, so they're screaming and squealing, and the dogs are barking like crazy, but I don't care. I'm gonna talk to you guys anyway. I've been listening to Glass by Ellen Hopkins on audio from the library. I got a library card and I'm really impressed with what I can get from my library as far as selection for like audiobooks and ebooks. And I'm also reading at the same time on my Sony Rival by, I forget her name. It's a new release debut author. And I'm also reading Nightshade by Andrea Kramer, and I'm having a hard time getting into it, probably because the print is really tiny, and I'm reading two other books at the same time, so yeah. I started it at the beginning of the month, March 1st, but I've finished other books, I think. Yeah, I read Beastly. So Beastly distracted me, and I'm also reading Rival on here in the Glass by Ellen Hopkins. Ellen Hopkins, the first one was so amazing. That's taking the majority of my attention. I have a hard time reading in my house sometimes because there's usually some type of noise going on, either the TV downstairs or music downstairs or the dogs are barking. I can't concentrate when there's a lot of noise. I have a hard time reading when there's noise around. Like, I usually can't read if the TV's on, if music is playing. I try to, like, sometimes I get bored when I'm in the car with Brandon, so I'll read on my Sony or my Kindle, and I don't want to just sit there and babble to Brandon about stuff when he's trying to focus on driving. So I'll pull out my Kindle or my Sony, or sometimes I'll even have a paperback book with me, but I can't read the paperback in the car. For some reason, I can read better on an electronic device. There's not a backlit screen, it's just, I think it's the ability to make the text bigger. Then the text is bigger, I can focus on it better in the car without getting like dizzy or nauseous or get a headache. I literally will get nauseous or dizzy or get a headache sometimes when I'm reading in the car. Eating leftovers from yesterday, the broccoli and cheese and mushroom casserole. I've got little flyaways and my hair is driving me freaking crazy. So the verdict on the casserole was, oh my gosh, it's so good. I was a little doubtful when I tried the cream she said to put in it, because it didn't taste like something that would work in that type of a recipe. But when you've got the savory things, it works. You get it kind of like a mushroom soup base type of thing is what you end up with. It's kind of like the stuff you end up with that you mix everything else into ends up being like condensed mushroom soup, but without the water in it. So it's the perfect starter for casseroles and stuff. So yeah, so far from that one recipe, I would recommend getting the book just for using the beginning part of the recipe as a starter for other casseroles. Like, try that casserole, and if you like it, you can use that same starter recipe for other things, I would imagine. I want to start the recipe the same way, but make like a green bean casserole or something sometime. But we're going to try more recipes from that, and I'll probably, once we've tried more recipes at some point, maybe we'll do like a review of the cookbook, or we'll talk about like our favorite recipes that we've tried. Maybe, I don't know when. It's going to take us a while to go through like all the recipes, because we want to alternate between that book and other books, and then we'll talk about what our favorite recipes are. I'm probably not going to do much else today. I'll listen to more of the audiobook on my computer and probably read more of my other books too. I also, from the library, I got Pretty Little Liars, an audiobook, so I also have to listen to that in like within the next 2 weeks, I think. I think I set the London period on that for 2 weeks. I can actually pick whether I want to keep it for a week or 2 weeks. I did Glass for 1 week because I know how quickly I went through the first one, and I will listen to it every day. And it's separated into 6 parts, so I'm listening to like 1 part a day at least. So rather than keep it longer than I need it when somebody else wants to borrow it, I just, set it to a shorter time. So if someone else can borrow it, I highly recommend the first book. Oh my gosh. It was so amazing. I was trying to film a review, but I'm really picky with my reviews, and I like to be like really quiet and the quality to be good. So I gave up on that with the dogs barking and the kids playing in the yard. Because if I can hear it, the camera can hear it, and you guys can hear it. So there they go again. Whoa, 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 whoa. We've got 5 dogs. We've got 3 Cocker Spaniels and 2 Chihuahua Lab mixes. So yeah, the Chihuahua Lab ones are really loud, and the Cocker Spaniels are too. But they get going. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I can't film anything when they're doing that. I'll probably film some book reviews. I uploaded the review of Beastly. You can check that out on my channel, Jen Reed's channel. I'm going to review, coming up soon, I'm going to be reviewing Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I'm probably going to wait until after I've read Mockingjay and review both of them back to back. Delirium by Lauren Oliver, Match by Ali Condé, Crank by Ellen Hopkins, when I finish it, Glass by Ellen Hopkins, The Lion Game by Sarah Shepard, Pretty Little Liars, also by Sarah Shepard. I don't know if I'm missing any, but those are some that are going to be coming up soon. So, as you can see, basically, all YA. I love young adult books. Oh, and when I read them, I'm going to be reviewing the John Green books as well. I have Looking for Alaska and An Abundance of Catherines. I just got them both this last week. And Brennan has Paper Towns. So now, after I read those, we're going to be on the hunt for Will Grayson, because every time we go to the bookstore, they never have it. We went to our local Borders this closing, and they didn't have it. They were out. Like, they were out before. So I didn't expect them to have it, but they didn't. And I went to Barnes & Noble, and they didn't have it. I think they might have had like 1 copy, because I I think they had one copy, and somebody literally was walking around the store with it when I checked on the computers. I checked on the computers, and it said in stock. So I went and looked. Like, first I looked and I didn't see it. Then I checked on the computer and it said it was in stock. So I went back a while later after looking around the rest of the store and stuff, and it said out of stock. So somebody bought it, had it in their hand and bought it while I was looking around the store, I think, is what happened. That's what I think. That's what Brandon thinks. So that's probably what happened. I need to get it. I know it's not like a serious book, so it doesn't matter, but I'm going to read them in order that he published them. So, Looking for Alaska, An Abundance of Catherines, Paper Town, and then Will Grace and Will Grace, I think is the correct order. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about, so if I don't think of anything else to vlog about, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, bye-bye.